Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20.
Coach, they love their crab cakes and they love their form. Today, after a crazy... Here come the Ravens now, ready to get the football for the first time. They'll be led out by their quarterback standing at 6'2" from Eastern Illinois. It's Jimmy Garoppolo.
Well, his ratio was good last week. Most quarterbacks are really excited about a 3-to-1 ratio, but it's flipped in the wrong direction. He threw 3 interceptions, not touchdown passes, and he only had the 1 TD pass in that game. So he's trying to turn that around and find a way for his team to win.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Well, you often say that sort of open.
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Here we go.
And just like that, it's third down.
Here we go.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Hey, Zoo. Mike 50. He can't hang.
From the gun on third, Garoppolo. He gets it to Brown, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 26. There's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's third down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. O.J. Howard. His first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Could not have scripted it any better, and many offenses do script their opening possession on offense. They followed that one perfectly. Took the ball right downfield and scored, giving energy not just to the offensive unit, but to their team overall.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Cardinals now for their first drive. They'll be led out by their 6'5" quarterback out of North Dakota State. It's Carson Wentz.
He didn't have as many throws or plays in college as many of the quarterbacks that were coming out in the draft, but he maximized what he had. Ended up winning 2 national championships as a starting quarterback at North Dakota State.
On first down, Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. And let's look now at the offensive starters for the Cardinals.
When I see Latavius Murray with the ball in his hands, I think that he's a dangerous player. He has good speed, good presence to run inside, nice toughness, and good vision. But once he gets past the first line of defense, he can make a guy miss and turn it into a bigger game.
A A first carry for the converted wideout, J.D. McKissick. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That goes for 14 yards, first down Cardinals. After he cleared the line of scrimmage, nice little hole developed.
Yeah, he got great blocking right there at the start. But how about his vision, finding the open spaces and letting his feet carry him to him?
He's got a first down and then some at midfield. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They run with a former Viking and Raider. It's Latavius Murray. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. And the numbers for Latavius Murray last time out. 21 carries, 101 yards.
And well-liked by his teammates. In fact, I got on good authority, even though I'm not an investigative reporter, that in their team meeting this week, the offensive line stood up and said, Coach, we've got to have better yardage for this guy. He's number 9 in the league. He's got to be in the top 3 before the season's over. Let's run the ball.
They got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. And he's got it. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Throwing on first is Wentz. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That really sets him back, a loss of 6.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Again, it's Murray. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Wentz now on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Terry McLaurin with his first career NFL touchdown as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Now Garoppolo. He's going deep for Brown. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. He's going to loft one deep left side. And this is caught inside the 5. It's a gain of 34.
Let's go, baby.
Now that's 2 big catches that he's had on this drive alone.
And I can hear it right now. If they give up a 3rd to him, whoever does that, go stand on the other sideline. You're persona non grata on our team at that point.
Hey, alert! Alert! Alert!
On play action, now Garoppolo. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougal. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
A carry now for McKissick. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Wentz nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football before he knew it. He was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. He's going to loft one deep left. And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 29. A huge play there for Arizona. 42 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. Got his man, that's Tyrell Williams. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 12 yards the pickup, good enough for an Arizona first. Into the red zone, Wentz. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. But it's going to be 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Wentz to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Seibert able to knock this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Here comes Jimmy Garoppolo now to lead his offense back out there. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that 2nd touchdown now. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Garoppolo. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. The Ravens on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Garoppolo. This will be caught by Brown.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. He's going deep for Brown. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
The throw complete here to Williams. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards, the final tally. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Working from the gun, Wentz. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Throwing is Wentz. This will be caught. Tyrell Williams. Touchdown, Cardinals. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And the Ravens taking the field. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page. It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Just 11 seconds to go in the half as they have it 1st and 10. Well, they're just going to run it here up the middle. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the 1st half. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
They'll run with McKissick. So we reach halftime here in a 10. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the 2nd half. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the 2nd half gets started. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
Tyrell Williams heading back out onto the field now. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? It's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. To the outside, that's complete to Williams. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So good coverage there defensively as it looks like they'll force a punt on this opening drive of the 3rd.
Well, let's coach them up a little bit from right here in the booth. That's exactly what they needed to do. They need to start stringing together some stops, turning the ball over back to their offense, and trying to get back into this game.
Yeah, a couple scores down, but they can eat into that quickly with a nice drive here on the other side.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the 2nd half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And pretty nice work defensively there on the 1st down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. It's Melvin Ingram on the tackle. From the 35 on 2nd down. Garoppolo under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Garoppolo. It is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. Well, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the 2nd half.
And I get it in this situation. You know, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call, but how about the guys that just stopped
wide
them?
open.
How good do they feel right now?
Right in
You
the
want to go
chest.
for it here? We shut you down. You're over on the bench right now feeling great.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. That is caught. It's Perriman. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
It's just like every time you
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Complete. Richardson has it. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Wentz. This is caught and stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. 1st down. Now they'll run. Murray. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Again, it's Murray. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe they'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Here comes Jimmy Garoppolo now to lead his offense back out there. How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road, and making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See who can drive the bus here again on this drive. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He gets it to Brown, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards to pick up there, good for a Raven first. Got him in, it's Brown. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Out of bounds.
We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. To throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. And an alley to run. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 41-yard line. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 41. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Screen play, McKinnon. A good 1st down call as the screen play gets them 9. And now they're in the hurry-up. throwing again on second down. Garoppolo. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw. Over the middle here to Brown. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 20-yard line. On first down now, run with McKinnon. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They run once more with McKinnon. And he'll be dropped at about the 11. On first down, followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Oh, no.
Well, third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Check something.
Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. Open man is Howard, the tight end. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Garoppolo again. The quick slant. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Randall Cobb, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are back within a single score.
Okay, I know it's an old line, but it still applies here. The fat lady has not sung yet. She may be warming up, but she hasn't sung yet. There's still an opportunity.
Points now.
Boswell good with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. That drive a long one, spanning 15 plays. And it's capped off by the Baltimore score. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, apologies. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. On 2nd and 11 now. Wentz. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker. linebacker Jalen Smith. And the return out shy of midfield at the 46-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. To throw, it's Garoppolo.
He's like, hey,
and this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. They were trying to go to Brown once again, and now it's second down. Back to the air on second. It's Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard complete.
McGee, man. Jimmy G.
Shy of the red zone before going out. The Ravens get a new set of downs. Give them 17 on that pickup.
Here we go.
Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Now you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and then completions to use the clock.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
I'd be excited if I scored.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Garoppolo hustling him back to the line now. Back to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Still a lot of time left.
Antonio Brown.
A lot of time left. My defense
His
is
second
not
touchdown on the season, as they are now just an extra point away from taking the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you pointed out in numerous games that we've won. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused because they still have some work to do?
Hopefully the Madden guys can help me out.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Carson Wentz in the offense. Down 21-20. A minute 36 to go.
I know, exactly.
Lead that can rescue themselves late as they come up on first down.
Yeah, but those look exactly like the ones we got.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. They'll look to throw. This will be caught. Tyrell Williams. And they work this well upfield across the 45. First down now, but the clock continues to move. He'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Richardson.
Kick this fucking field goal, man.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Back to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete.
Come on.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. He's back to throw.
No!
Over the middle complete. That's Richardson.
Bro.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Wentz now 5 for 5 on the drive. He's responded after the interception. It's 1st and 10. Now Wentz. He can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Vita Vea breaking through to get the sack.
What's that?
7 yards left, still 7 yards. Field goal.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. So everything rests now on the right foot of Austin Seibert. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. So everything rests now on the right foot of Austin Seibert. 2 for 2 on the afternoon, and a 3rd one win. And this one is right through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. I guess we can call that a welcome to the NFL moment right there, and he came in with open arms and knocked it through.
Yeah, how about that? It's almost surely a game winner, right? And, you know, rookie kickers, usually the leash is kind of short, isn't it? I think they went ahead and got that extended model for him now after making that kick.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it.
They would have floated over the ball. It takes 8 seconds for the ball to
Picked
get
up by
there.
Bobby
It doesn't
McCain.
mean that they're
And that is going to seal this
I needed to
victory
get
as
to the end
time
zone.
runs out. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really.